So guys, today I'm here with your full guide for the Dawning this year being 2024. Today we're going to go over the intro quest, how to get brand new loot from the Dawning, and the best way of doing so. But before we get into it, as always, if you're going to enjoy this video, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I would very much appreciate it. And with that being said, let's first go over the intro quest line for this year's event. So we're going to obviously want to go down to the tower and talk to Eva Levante here. She'll have the quest there waiting for you, which is as simple as making a cookie for Commander Zavala and just turning it into him. So go ahead, talk to Eva, she'll have the quest there waiting for you, make the cookie, which she will provide the materials for, then go to Commander Zavala, give him the cookie, and then return to Eva, and then she will give you a whole load of other quests. These include making cookies for every and all vendors in the game. You also have a Snowball Final Blows quest, which will give you a Dawning Memento, and then you should also receive the Eva's Holiday Oven 2.4, which is the main thing you're going to be interacting with in order to make the different cookies for this year's event. So like normal, you have the 4 different compartments. These include the discovered recipes, which will house all of the cookies that you know how to make and don't know how to make. And then you also have next to it the masterwork holiday oven section, which in order to masterwork, you need to have unlocked every single cookie recipe. Now the only brand new one this year is the Near Moon Pie, which requires Vex Milk, Dark Frosting, and Essence of Dawning. This is for Nimbus on Neptune, so once you've made this cookie, you will then be able to masterwork the holiday oven as long as you have gotten every other cookie unlocked. And in order to make said cookies, you'll need 2 types of ingredients. First, you'll need your uncommon ingredients, which are from defeating different enemy types within the game, and then you'll need your rare ingredients, which are from defeating enemies with certain weapons or abilities or damage types. So you'll have all your different elemental types, your different weapons, melee kills, grenade kills, all that stuff. So just by defeating enemies and playing through the game, you'll be getting these different drops. And for those wondering, this bugged out one is just the Dark Frosting, which you get for defeating targets with stasis or strand damage. So by combining your rare and uncommon ingredients, you'll then be able to make cookies, which you then turn into vendors, and you'll potentially get Dawning Spirit as well as a treat in reward, or a gift in return, I think it's called. These are going to be things used to get the brand new weapons as well as upgrades here at Eva Levante. So the upgrades include receiving a boon of friendship each day from Eva, which you get for free from going through the quest line. Then you've also got Dawning Bounties reward an additional random ingredient. Dawning Bounties reward a small amount of Dawning Essence. Unlocks access to the Dawning Engram focusing option, which is going to be a very important one. Unlocks access to the limited gift exchange focusing option. And then you've also got Dawning weapons have a chance to drop with an additional perk in the left column and an additional perk in the right column. And then for the bottom upgrades here, these are just upgrades to your snowballs, which will be buffing them in certain ways. So in terms of the upgrades, gift wrapped exchange ticket is definitely going to be one to go and grab to unlock the Dawning focusing, and then just these far ones on the right side to get the additional perks in the different columns is also going to be great. For those, you need a lot of Dawning Spirit, so you'll be making a load of cookies and then you should be able to get those no problem. Then, in terms of getting the weapons yourself, you'll need, of course, a gift in return, which you get for turning in cookies, and then Dawning Spirit, which you can get from turning in cookies, but you can also get these from doing the challenges linked to the event pass for this year's event. Now, currently there is a bug going on where the event pass was able to be upgraded for free, so they have temporarily removed the event pass so people can do that. But when it returns, it'll obviously have the similar challenges within it from other events, like going and defeating targets with snowballs, going and turning in cookies to different vendors, and going and completing different activities during the Dawning event. All of these activities will reward you free versions of all of the available weapons from this year's Dawning event, and they'll also reward you with different materials like Dawning Spirit and just other stuff useful in this year's event. And in terms of the rewards for this year's event, of course, going into the focusing decoding option here, you can go and spend 1 gift in return and 10 Dawning Spirit to get a random weapon, or you can spend 1 gift in return and 25 Dawning Spirit to guarantee a certain weapon. Those being, of course, the brand new Mistral Lift Linear Fusion Rifle, the Albedo Wing Arc Aggressive Frame Glaive, the Stay Frosty Lightweight Frame Stasis Pulse Rifle, the Avalanche Adaptive Frame Solar Machine Gun, the Glacial Chasm High Impact Frame Void Fusion Rifle, and then finally the Stasis Zephyr Sword, which is an adaptive frame. So if you're interested in any and all of these weapons, make sure to go and complete the challenges that are linked to them, which I believe are just getting kills with these certain weapon types. Then you'll have access to the weapon, and then you can go and focus these weapons with the required materials, which, once again, you can just get from playing through the game and turning in cookies to different vendors and completing stuff in your event pass when it gets fixed. And then also, because it is a seasonal event, it wouldn't be any seasonal event without new Eververse items, like you can see on my character right now. This is the full new Warlock set for the Dawning this year. It's got a whole load of cool animations in it with the wings. They do have their own animations, which look really, really cool. I'll show you what it looks like here with shaders. This is the entire set, the Astral Stasis Drake set. Looks really cool, has cool animations with the wings. There's a starry night sky in all of them, which looks great with certain shaders. The Hunter, I believe, has these wings attached to the cloak. So if you don't like the wings for some reason, you just don't wear the cloak and then you're sat there. But then the Titan and the Warlock all have the wings tied to their chest piece. So just wear the chest piece and you can get some free wings. Hopefully it does the cool animation where they flap, because yes, these wings do flap. Just like that. Just looks really, really cool. Photo finish, of course, RGB on the wings, which looks incredible. So if you want this armor set, go and head over to Test Eververse and grab these for 6,000 bright dust or 1,500 silver, whatever you are feeling like. And also, one important thing to note is, of course, the Starfarer 7M ship will be rewarding you additional Dawning ingredients and Dawning spirit. So be sure to grab this ship from your collections if you don't have it already. I'll try and find where it is in collections, but if you go down to equipment and then down to ships, I believe it was quite an old one, but I'm guessing most of you already have it saved in your inventories. But if you don't, how far along was it? Season 12 is where it is. Starfarer 7M. This was an old Dawning ship. I believe if you don't have this, you can still go and get it from either Levante, probably for free, or by doing something in the Dawning. Yeah, grants a chance to generate Dawning Spirit whenever you find a Dawning ingredient. Very, very useful for just generally helping you farm out the different rewards for this year's event. Then quickly on back to Eververse, of course, there are brand new cosmetic items like emotes, finishers, ships, sparrows, ghost shells, anything like that. Like I mentioned, these are the armor sets. There's Hunters, Titan, and Warlock ones. Look very, very good. There's a whole load of different bundles with a load of different ghost shells. There's emotes, finishers, all that stuff. I think you can kick the cooking pot as a finisher, which is really, really cool. And yeah, if you want any of this stuff, head over to the Eververse store and buy it. There's a festive hatchling, which looks really cute. And you can, of course, go and buy any of the previous armor sets from past Dawning events if you have missed out on any of those. And yeah, that is everything for the Dawning event this year. Not much different from past year's events, sadly. Still no SRL being added, which I feel like would definitely increase the excitement for these styles of events. So surprised that there hasn't been a brand new skimmer added either. I think the only event that has added one is the first event that released a skimmer, which is Guardian Games. So surprised they haven't released any new ones of those, because those were really, really cool to have. Surprised, again, that they didn't add one for either Festival of the Lost or Dawning this year. Maybe they'll add some in the future, or maybe they'll just spice up these events by the time Project Frontiers goes live. But that's just me with my fingers crossed and my hopes up. Leave your thoughts on the Dawning down in the comment section down below. Do you like this event? Do you want to see it changed? All that good stuff. But with that being said, that's it from me here today. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.